What's up, everybody, and welcome to another Pursuing 1%. Last time, we talked about the trichotomy of control, and we talked about the things over which we have no control, the things over which we have complete control, and the things over which we have some, but not complete control. Today, I wanted to talk a little more about this idea of having some control, probably actually a lot more control of our aging than we believe that we do. There's a quote that I come back to over and over and over again and that I think about a lot. It's from Krishnamurti. The quote is, "It is no measure of health to compare yourself to a profoundly sick society." It is no measure of health to compare yourself to a profoundly sick society. I like this I like this quote, and I reference this quote in relation to this because a lot of us look at the society around us and we build our beliefs based on the society around us. So when you look at someone in our society today, the average person, I'll say, who's over the age of, say, 70, if you look at them, they're probably walking around with a walker, or a cane at least. They probably have trouble getting up and down. They probably live in a nursing home or they're close to living in a nursing home. And they probably don't move very well. They probably need help picking things up and putting things down. So we just tend to believe the things that we see. And we don't believe that we can overcome those things because we think, well, that's how everyone else is that I know. So why do I think that I can be any different? To start to overcome this belief, instead of focusing on those generalities, just the profoundly sick society around us, instead of comparing yourself to that, my challenge to you would be to find your aging Bannister. Find your aging Bannister. If you recall, the idea of finding your Bannister comes from a previous Pursuing 1% of Jim Quick's book, Limitless. Finding your aging Bannister, if you will, is finding a person who has overcome the odds of aging and has aged well. Roger Bannister, just for a quick note, Roger Bannister was the first person to break the 4-minute mile. Many people believe that it couldn't happen. He did it, and then a lot of other people did it after him. Because he did it, and they saw that he did it, so they all said, well, I can do it too, and they did. So, if you find your aging Bannister, in other words, a person who is 70 and beyond, or even 50 and beyond, or even 30 and beyond, depending on your age today, if you find that person and you see, oh my gosh, look, that person has aged well, they can do it, I can do it. What do you know? A person that I think of a lot, and I don't say this just because he's my dad, is my father. I say this because a lot of people who meet my dad are completely surprised that he's going to be 77 years old in a month. Dad is, like I said, he's 76 now. He'll be 77 in a month. And if you know Dad, you know that most people are actually surprised that he's even 67. Yes, of course, he's got some wrinkles, but even his skin is relatively youthful. Dad can get up and down off the ground. He can squat. He still works out. He goes to the gym. He actually works out with my bodybuilding brother-in-law. And he can do plenty of things that even a lot of 57-year-olds that I know can't do. Is it because Dad has been the most youthful person and has paid attention to his optimal health his whole life? No, that is not it. Dad actually owned bars and restaurants throughout his life. So, needless to say, he had some late nights here and there, but he did make sure to pay attention to his fitness on a mostly regular basis throughout his life. He's Italian. He eats pasta. He eats lasagna. He eats those things. He pays more attention now than he did in his youthful days. But he was always at least moving. He was always active. He was always staying fit. He was always playing tennis or doing something like that. And he had friends. He had friends around who kept him youthful. He built relationships. Those are two of the biggest things that you can do as you age. Yes, we've talked about a lot of things, eliminating sugar and all those things. Do those as well. But if you stay moving and active and you have a strong community around yourself at which you communicate with and enjoy being around and laugh with and, build strong relationships with, then you will live a strong, healthy life as well. That's your Pursuing 1% today. Continue to move forward, my friends. I'll catch you next time. Check out more of our health and fitness videos on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Be sure to like, follow, or subscribe so you never miss out on our new content posted daily that contains life-changing strategies.